You know, it feels like the Galaxy Watch 4 just came out, but shockingly, that's not really true anymore. It's actually time to start looking forward, looking ahead into the future at the Galaxy Watch 5. And we actually do already have a decent amount of rumors, speculation, leaks, information to bring to you here today. So let's jump into what we know currently about the Galaxy Watch 5. Jump over to Twitter where I have organized this information as well as some of my thoughts to go forward. So it's important to keep in mind that the Galaxy Watch 4 came in two different flavors, right? We had the standard Galaxy Watch 4 and then the Galaxy Watch Classic 4 or 4 Classic, with the Classic model kind of being your premium model. If we jump over here to Samsung's actual store, you can kind of see these. So this is the Galaxy Watch 4. This is strangely badly formatted as I've shrunk the browser down. Whatever. That's the Galaxy Watch 4. And the biggest thing you can see between the two of them when you go to the 4 Classic is you get that dial, that rotating dial to scroll through your menus with. So with the Classic, you get the dial. With the Standard, you don't get the dial. Now, there are some other differences in addition to just different materials being used. The Classic is just the more premium of the two. Now, with the Galaxy Watch 5, we should expect to see something similar, right? A cheaper variant and a more expensive variant, but the details on this are actually quite strange. There's lots of rumors going in all sorts of different directions. So Alvin here tweeted this image, a screenshot of the Galaxy Health app that appears to have blown the lid off the naming conventions here. You look through these, you see Galaxy Watch 5 and Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Not Classic. No mention of a Classic variant there. Now, is it possible that they're just changing the word Classic to Pro? Personally, I think that makes sense because to me, Classic doesn't necessarily mean premium. Pro definitely does. I don't have it on right now, but my normal daily watch is the Mobvoi TicWatch Pro 3 Ultra, and I pretty well know from that name that when you compare it to something like their E3 model, that this is the more premium version. It's the Pro version, so perhaps changing that naming convention is just a simple change of names, similar to how the S22 Ultra is really just a Galaxy Note, but the change of the name is something that they wanted to do. Is that possible? But there are other rumors they are going to add some confusion to this. So this report here from Galaxy Club, translated from German, they show that the Galaxy Watch 4's code name is Heart, and they've apparently uncovered information revealing a Heart S, L, and Pro. So that is 3 different models. So is it possible, granted, I don't know exactly where they've gotten this information from. I'll link to all this stuff in the description as well, so you can kind of look at this yourself. But does that indicate that rather than just getting a Galaxy Watch 5 and a Galaxy Watch Pro, maybe we're going to get a 5, a Classic, and a Pro? Hard to say at this point. Something to consider, though, is what if we don't get a Classic? What if it's just a Standard and a Pro? Does that mean that the thing everyone loves about the Classic, the rotating dial, might be going away, might be going the way of the dodos, as they say? That would be quite disappointing to me. I really don't think anybody, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think anybody wants to see just a souped up version of this. I think that that dial is what really separates the Galaxy Watch. It's become like a known feature, a separating factor of this watch. So hopefully, even if the Classic goes away, hopefully that rotating dial stays there with the Pro. Now, moving on to some of the ways that the Galaxy Watch 5 might be different or better than the Galaxy Watch 4. There is a report from Sam Mobile where they've uncovered a filing for a battery. Now, this battery is presumably going to go in the Galaxy Watch 5, and it is of a larger capacity. So we're going from 247 milliamp hours to 276 milliamp hours. That is a somewhat significant increase in the size of that cell. So that might indicate improved battery life. Reviews of the Galaxy Watch 4 typically put the battery life in the 1 day-ish range. If you change some settings and you're careful, you might be able to get into that second day. Most reviews I've read have it as a 1 day kind of watch battery. Now, having a bigger battery doesn't just explicitly mean this thing's going to have longer battery life, because there's much more to this. What is the processor going to be? We have no real information about that yet that I can find. You may find some murmurings, but nothing that I can find that seems solid to me. What is the Wear OS version? What is the optimization? How much One UI stuff is slapped on? All the software makes a massive difference as well. So just knowing that the battery is a bit bigger, you would think that means battery life is going to be longer as well. May or may not be the case, but it definitely isn't going to hurt, right? A bigger battery is not going to be a bad thing really in any way, unless it makes the watch like way bigger, but I don't think that's going to happen either. So they're definitely, it seems to me, like they're going to try to address that battery life. Prior Galaxy watches would sometimes last 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Those days are long behind us. So perhaps they're going to try to stretch that battery life out a bit more in the future. Now, another thing that I think we would all like to have on our Galaxy Watch is body temperature tracking. So a couple of the watches I've tested, even a cheaper one from TicWatch, the GTH Pro, has skin temperature tracking, but a pretty reliable leaker is pushing back on this idea, saying that Samsung is facing a challenge with body temperature. And basically what that is that your temperature changes depending on the outside, just basically the environment that you're in. Your skin temperature is going to vary quite a bit. Now your internal temperature is more consistent, but your skin temperature, not really. So you're going to have sorts of noise, basically, a plus or minus deviation that might be too wide for this skin temperature to really be all that useful when we're talking about internal temperature changes of a degree or two being significant, whereas on your skin, a degree or two, not really significant at all. So they're working on trying to find a way to make that work in some way, to be able to get more accurate, more consistent readings. And that might be why this person thinks that the Galaxy Watch 5 probably won't support measurement of your skin temperature. But of course, every good rumor has a counter rumor. 22 hours ago, when this video was filmed anyways, this Reddit user posted a screenshot from their Samsung Health app, which once again seems to be letting the cat out of the bag. This is apparently a beta build of the Samsung Health app, and in it, it shows an option for skin temperature during sleep being there to be toggled. So will there be skin temperature tracking? Will there not be? I guess it really just depends on who and what you want to believe. What do we know about price? Well, we don't really know much, but we can still speculate. So we've got here on the screen the prices at launch of the prior Galaxy watches. And you can see the original one was $329. 3 was $399. That thing was very expensive. Then for the 4, when they split there, you've got the 4 at $249 and the Classic at $349. So $100 difference. Now this is going to depend heavily on if we're going to get a Classic and a Pro, or just a Pro and no Classic. But perhaps we could see the Galaxy Watch 5 at $249, the Classic at $349, and maybe the Pro at $399, or maybe even $449, something like that. I think that's probably somewhat of a safe series of bets. And as for the release, it's going to be sometime in August. This is when they always release their Galaxy watches. August. It's going to be August again with almost all certainty. And of course, that's only just a couple of short months away. It's hard to believe we are already halfway through the year, August just around the corner. So guys, that's pretty much what we know right now about the Galaxy Watch 5. As more information leaks, I will be sure to bring it to you here on this channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.